¿Qué pasa, YouTube? This is your boy Loco-P420. Today we fight against LocalThotties. We start up the match. He picks De La Hoya. I pick my famous Kodo. I am Mexican, but I like the Puerto Rican fighters on this game. They fight very well. They fight better than better than the Mexicans on this game, I believe. Besides De La Hoya. Um, the power behind their punches is a lot better, especially like Duran. I'm still learning how to use Chavez. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe his power is just as good during the fight. I just can't use his style of fighting as good as I use Kodos or Ricky Hattons or Duran's, Kelly Pavlik's, any of them power puncher type of characters on here. You guys know that I like to go in there and just start banging a motherfucker up, man. Whatever I gotta do to win, without going to the extent of spamming. I've been practicing even more, landing the hooks. Had a very interesting spar today with Boxing IQ 101, and I was catching them with some of my hooks, which made me feel proud because I've been practicing so much, to land a punch on that guy. And it's next to impossible, let alone like a slow, heavy punch like the ones I throw. And I was still able to catch him just by timing it correctly on his coming in and out of the situation. He did win by points. He won all 10 rounds except for the second round. No knockdowns in the fight, which was pretty, that was a personal victory for me. And I told him about that. I said, damn, I actually made it to the end. Usually, he does a very good job of having me use up my stamina, but that goes to show you that my stamina management is getting a lot better. He advised that I was going forward too much and not setting up my punches in the correct fashion, which I'm gonna have to look into because one of the game things that I like to do on here is go forward. I press the action because a lot of times I fight fighters who do not press the action, and it's a very, very boring fight. That's why I try to make it a little bit more interesting by picking weaker characters. And even though they're weaker, their power, makes up for it, which, I don't know if I would be able to do it with a Kendo Hold or something like that, whose power isn't really that much. You see that hit him with that good uppercut, boy. Kodo just be going at it. Look at that fool. Excuse me, I am puffing on some good. Just sitting here looking at some of my fights and just thinking to myself how much better I've improved. And not tooting my own horn, but I was a normal guy when I came into this fight 19. He actually caught me there. You saw that? Knocks me down. That's what I said. He's not too bad. He was 1-0. He's doing some of the right things. Only thing he's fucking up mostly is squaring up with Miguel Cotto. But like I was saying, I look at back how I first started fight night and some of my original fights with some of the good fighters on this game, and the sloppy way that I was going through about winning all my matches that I did win. And then when I'm meeting somebody that knows how to move and how to predict my movements and select punch output very well, it started getting to me because I hit a plateau of this wild type of brawling boxing that I was doing because I couldn't figure out what to do next and how to do it. The more I played the game and the more people gave me small tips. Shout out to Dave the Rip One, shout out to Fight Night's Finest, and surprisingly, one of the biggest guys, not surprisingly because that's HD gaming for you, but that guy shows a lot of love to people that love this game. I got nothing but respect for everybody in the X League, I guess that's what you want to call it. But HD Gaming, he really took it upon himself to motivate me, and he built me a character, Julio Cesar Chavez, who when I fight, I fight very good with him. I've lost to him, of course, and I've lost to Fight Night's Finest using that character, but pretty much everyone else that I fought using that character, I've been able to dominate.
So Oscar goes down, and now he's got to continue.
He seemed to have gotten me really good at my style of fighting, and you know how to make that effective in a fighter. Um, he, you know, he advertises a lot. You know, I get a lot of emails from him. Well, not a lot. I've gotten emails from him that, you know, he's uploaded characters on Fight Night Champion online character swap, and I checked some of the fighters out, and they're really good. You know, he really does have a good idea on how to make a great boxer, which, you know, the elite people do. You know, you know, they can. My characters, I don't know why, I just can't. You know, they're good, but I can't figure out my best character, how to make them, I guess. I really like the guy that I got now, though. But I'm starting to see that, you know, I'm 160 wins, I believe, 60 something wins and like 90 something losses, and I want to get better than that. I want my actual record to reflect how good I am. So pretty soon, I think I'm gonna start over another new character and build this guy and put some actual effort and idea into how to make the fighter that I'm trying to make. I think before I just kind of rushed and said, "Ooh, you know, my head movement's good. Oh yeah, athleticism. Oh yeah, let me add some points to this." You know, without really thinking of the effects that, you know, having either less attributes, like, you know, 20 overall punches and more of the you know, speed, power, or whatever, or, you know, how to balance that delicate little, I guess, stats, because, you know, it's crazy in itself, because people don't really realize like how everything affects one, you know, another in a stats range. This is true for me, failing on multiple attempts, because I've had some pretty decent fighters, but they were all wild, you know, and they weren't focused. I wasn't focused on just using certain combos and, you know, as my main combos, backup combos, etc. I was kind of more or less saying, whatever the hell lands, I'm gonna throw it, and that was the wildness in me. Now, like I said, I take my time, I pick people apart, I try my best to read, and I'm starting to see what a lot of people see when they play this game that are good. You know, I'm able to block shots. My defense today was excellent against Boxing IQ 101. He actually made a reference like, "Man, you've actually gotten really good with the defense," and I said to myself, like, you know what, I've been practicing like a motherfucker, you know, and I took that very compliment very well. The things he told me to work on, I took very well, because, you know, when you're fighting somebody of his caliber, people like them, like Fight Night's finest, like Dave the Ripple, and like AZ Gaming, you know, even Doc Dozer has some good stuff to say on his channel, which, I mean, I don't want to say it like even he does. He's a good fighter as well. You know, I have no drama with no one in the league. I like getting together with everybody, and even if they don't like each other or whatever, I fight anybody to play against anybody in this game. I really do love this game, and I continue to support everyone that plays this game and posts, regardless if they're a spammer or not a spammer. That doesn't bother me. You know, like I said before, I come back from the brink of death, you know what I'm saying, on this game. I mean, I really consider myself I've said it before, the Makunuchi Ippo of this motherfucker. And if whoever don't know what that is, what anime that is, that's an anime, go look it up. We're coming to the end of the fight. Give him that last knockdown to the body. Working the body. Shout out to Relapse. Missed that guy in this game. I know he hates this fucking game now, but, you know, he was one of the best too. This is your boy Loco-P420, and hopefully, if you like this, you'll comment, subscribe, share, do what you do. Just let me know if you're liking the content I'm bringing to you and what I'm talking about. If not, I'll change it up. And I really want to get a good base fans. So holla at your boy, man. Deuces. Wait, one more puff.
And does it with one shot. that he never saw. It was a good one indeed, and for
Deuces, kid.
I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time.
Two piece, bitch.